hello, good afternoon, or whatever this day is today. How are you guys?
Good afternoon, Paul. I'm really, really good. How are you?
Very good, thank you. Wonderful. Bianca, Bianca, yes? You said,
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, it's
yes,
me.
the voice sounded a little scraggly. I think, hey, who's that?
It's my new microphone settings, I think. So,
Okay, okay. As long as you're not AI, right?
no, I'm not AI. I can guarantee you. I just saw some very, very weird AI ads, and
Yeah.
I don't think I don't think it's gonna overtake us soon. So.
Yeah, for sure, no doubt. All right. So, what was exciting about your last week? We're going to need a volunteer today because we're going to do role playing, Bianca. This topic that we're talking about today, we're going to have one person that is going to come and going to role play with me. I'm going to pretend to be that realtor that is able to jump on my agent locator or CRM, see five leads, call five leads, and get three out of the five to commit with me. How about that? I'm going to show you how to do that today. So it's going to be impactful and just so you know what to expect. So whosoever will volunteer, I definitely like to have them come up and kind of like take the mic, and they're going to be with us as we do this role playing. Good afternoon, everyone, or good morning, wherever you are in this world.
So, who is, please, the persons who would really like to role play? And I promise you, Paul's gonna be good with you. Uh, so please raise your hand if you want to participate, or just chat in. I want to role play, whatever,
Yeah.
so I can give
And
you
just
the
think about it.
ability to talk.
Yeah, you're going to be role playing as a client. Look at the screen. You're here today because you want to discover the why, finding and understanding your client's motivation. That's why we're here. What's the primary motivation for a move? What's the primary motivation for a buyer to make an offer on a contract, to get past the inspections and don't bail out, to get past the appraisal process and don't bail out, and to physically close the deal? What's the motivation? What's the motivation for a seller when you sit with them and give them your presentation, for them to say, okay, I'm signing with you and let's move forward. I'm going all the way. I want to get this thing sold. What's the motivation for the seller when you have a listing and you call them up and you say, I got an offer? Oh, it's a good offer. I looked it over. I checked with the lender. Everything is good. However, it's 50,000 less than asking price, but I still think it meets the needs of you. How do you feel you want to do? And they say, nope, I don't want it. What's the motivation to get them to move forward? That's what you're going to learn today. So we're going to do a little role play. This is your opportunity to catch me um, in a very vulnerable state. Think about it. The speaker, you could ask him any question you want. You could railroad him if you wanted to. You could really test his skill. You could throw anything at him, see how he handles it. But the most important thing about today is, what will be your takeaway? So you're here now. We're going to take about 45 minutes in this session, role playing, going through stuff. After we role play, we're going to analyze these five steps that we must do in order to convert our leads. Five steps. We're going to really dig into them. You're going to see it in the role play, but then we're going to talk about them, and we're going to give you concrete language for you to go out and use. So select one volunteer. I'm going to stick with that person. Now, here's the rule of the game. When it's time for the volunteer, Bianca, what I need is that volunteer to type, not now, not now, when it's time for us to role play, to get my mind in the game and to be ready to act and to demonstrate to you that you are capable of logging into your CRM at 8 o'clock in the morning, looking at a name, email, phone number, calling that person picking up and building such an impeccable rapport that gets them to move forward. So I don't want your name, email, phone number right now. I want to be like you. And you're going to give it to me when I say it's time. I'm going to have probably, I don't know, 60 seconds to look at it. But then what does it help me to do as we move forward? And that's what you're going to learn today. So find a good volunteer. But remember, I don't want to see anything in the chat yet, right? Right, Bianca?
Okay. So,
No names, no email. Whosoever volunteer, don't give me the information until it's time. And you're going to tell me, when you tell me your name, email, phone number, you're going to say to me, I am a buyer. I am a renter. I am a seller. Anything you want. And we're going to role play it. Got it? Oh, I did yoga today, so I'm a little sore in the back. All right, while you guys are doing that, Bianca, I won't be paying attention to the chat. I think I see the audience is rising heavily. I don't know, maybe is this live on social media too?
no, no, it's not. We have some problems with
We're live. Oh,
going live in our Facebook group. We had that for a while, so
okay, it's good. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice to go live. I mean, maybe one day I could go live on my YouTube audience. It's a lot, thousands of people there. Just tell me if you want to do it, I could do it. Okay.
yeah,
Uh,
sure.
Keep it in mind. Yeah, I don't mind pressing the button. Jen, you could work with Jen and we could get with those thousands of people there and we could offer them this too because it's very valuable. And this is all information provided at no cost to anyone. So this is wonderful. I'm here to do it from my heart. So let's go through the slides. We have a few slides to go through, right? Why do we fail to convert? So remember, we're here because we want to discover why the client themselves will not reveal to us their motivation because that's what's happening, right? They're not revealing their motivation. Is it because they're trying to hide it? Maybe they're trying to be slicky, or maybe it's just the nature of the business. And if you don't have certain techniques or certain steps completed, they just won't tell you. Or maybe psychologically, they don't even really know what it is that motivates them. And you need to be savvy enough and professional enough as a good salesperson and a good realtor or good sales in anything that you do and pull it out of them. Maybe that's that. So we're going to go through that today. We're going to talk about this. So why are we failing, right? In some of the things that we talk about today, some of the important questions are yet for agents to ask. Like, what is the right question to ask that client? And we're going to show you how to do that today because not only should you be asking the right questions, but you also should have the right way, or you would say a good way or good technique in how you present the question. So many times I've been a realtor now for 23 years. I've been in sales for 33 years. And I must say, some of the realtors can be really cocky with everyone, with me as their colleague, with the buyer, with the seller. They ask questions to do a little bit of fact finding or doing a little feedback or whatever, and they're so obnoxious with it. So it's important, body language, tempo, all of that stuff. And we're going to talk about that. And we're going to role play and you're going to see it live. So that's important to know. So get ready to take notes and to pay attention. Why do we fail to convert our leads? By uncovering a lead's motivation for moving. And when we say moving, we mean in that relocating, like closing on a deal, selling a property that leads to facilitating the sales process. That's something that's important, and we're going to uncover that. What we need to define how to follow up with our prospects and present our services and to negotiate with them. That is why you're here. All of these things on the screen brought you here. You want to meet these objectives in our session today. And so we are going to do that. What are the objectives? Well, we're going to talk about your client motivation. What drives them. It's important to know what drives the client. And there's certain ways to do that. A special technique, and it's very simple, it's fun, it's actually exciting. I love doing it, and I've been doing it for 30 years. Our objective today is how to uncover motivation with simple indirect questions. Very simple and indirect questions, but you have to have the mind in the game. And how do these steps shape your follow-up and negotiations? Because sometimes when you do these kind of powerful questions and these techniques, it will help you to gauge and understand to what degree do you follow up. Do you call them back every week? Do you call them back once a month? You give them a newsletter. How hot are they? How warm are they? How cold are they? And it's relative to closing the deal. You don't want to overwhelm someone, they're going to not like you. It's very important. So here's some of the meat to the facts and why you're really here, and then we're going to get to the role playing part. Powerful questions, questions that dig deep in your prospect. And that is a typo right there. I don't like that. Not is, deep is your prospect. It's deep in your prospect, right? And being going deep means that you want to make sure that you're asking the questions where they really, really feel like you're on their side. It's a psychological thing. So now you're going to start by getting connected with the client, building a rapport. And when you think about building a rapport, the rapport is where you actually get someone to like you, to be listening to you, because if they don't like you, they won't listen. If you ever really consider that, when look at yourself. If you go to deal with a salesperson or you go to deal with an event or anything, and you do not like the person for some reason, the way they speak, they come too close to you, they're spitting on you, I don't know, whatever. Your ear going to somehow your ear going to shut, and there's going to be more words going through your mind. Am I lying? It's the truth, right? Okay. So you have to build a strong rapport. And that is you getting connected with the client. And I'm going to actually role play, and I'm going to show you all of this when we do that role play. But powerful questions come into play from the beginning stages, and that is the connecting stage. That's the first thing that you should be doing, is connecting with the client. And you're going to see how I do that. I will take an information such as the name, first name, last name, the email, and the phone number, and my intuition and my instinctive thoughts. And I'm going to go ahead and connect with this person one way or another. That's my job. It is my goal, right? Then you're going to lead into, after you've established that connection and you know you have it, you feel comfortable, and you feel their presence of being comfortable with you, and you lead to the next thing. And the next thing is the want. And I'm going to talk about want and demonstrate want, and we're going to actually rip want apart. We're going to dissect it. What is want? What does the client want? All right. And there is also a need. What does the client need? Is there a difference between want and need? We will talk about that as we continue on through the slides. Then finally, you're going to get through the finding their DBM, okay, dominant mind motive. You hear me talk about it a lot, and I wrote it in my book, The 5 Steps of the Sale. Dominant mind motive, it's an emotion that you're seeking, not for you. Not for you. Oh, I feel good. I got a commission. No, 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 no. Don't get it twisted. It's the emotion that you're feeling to evoke in your client. Okay? And you have to find it. Now, here's the fun part. Yay! We're going to role play. And your job as our critique or I'm not even going to say critique, as our student for today's lesson, okay? Because when you finish this, you're gonna get on the phone, you're gonna go in your CRM, log into your agent locator or whatever you got, and you're gonna look at that lead and you're gonna do exactly what I'm about to do. So now, who is our victim? I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Who's gonna be that person that's gonna role play?
Okay, is anybody ready? Because as I wrote in the chat, if nobody wants to volunteer, I'm gonna pick somebody out of the blue.
Oh my gosh, are you serious? Nobody wanted to volunteer? Well, I'm not gonna speak
No.
it. I don't want to speak anymore. I'm done. This is over. Done. I can't go forward without any volunteers. So seriously, if there's no volunteers, well, thank you very much. Have a nice day. That's it.
I think they're just shy.
Yeah.
So, as Paul said, so you will be role playing as the buyer, seller, lead, or whatever you choose to do. You're gonna tell him the scenario when we unmute you. So, and he's gonna be pitching you, so to say. So it's not, you won't have to do anything. You just have to play a really tough seller or buyer, or not so tough buyer or seller if you want to. Okay, since people are still shy, let's see.
Okay. Well,
Okay, I'm just gonna go with Mustafa. Mustafa, I'm gonna give you the ability to talk. I hope you're ready. You can now unmute yourself.
so there's no one that wants to volunteer. If there's no one, we totally get it. And let's just pause here. Is there anybody that
And
wants to volunteer? Mustafa, is this something you want to do or not do?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Oh, okay, wonderful.
there you go. Great. They just needed a little push.
So wait a second, hold on. In the chat, I want everybody to give me a thumbs up in the chat right now because I feel like I'm speaking to people that are sleeping. Everybody has to give me I need a chat, a smiley face, an emoji. I need something in the chat that says I'm here before I continue. I don't speak to deaf voices or deaf ears, rather. I'm here. Okay, thank you, Mike. Okay, gotcha. All right. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Uh-huh. Keep it up. Good work. Okay. Hey, I feel good. Oh, woohoo, woohoo. Look at this. What in the world are y'all doing? Sharon, I remember Sharon. I coached you. That's so wonderful. I won't say your last name, but okay. Great to see you guys here. Wonderful. Perfecto. Perfecto.
You see, they
Now,
just needed a little push.
hey, listen, you don't want me to say it. They need a quick kick in the you know what? You know, you know what? All right, Mustafa.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Our
Nope.
job today is for me to be the most superb salesperson and realtor that you could find that knows how to convert leads very easily and to convert clients. That's my job. And
Okay.
I need to demonstrate to our audience the techniques that we're using here, which would go on the screen right here.
All right.
Powerful questions. I need to demonstrate how I'm able to connect, get the want, get the need, and get the DBM, right? So we got one, two, three, four. Four things that I need to get out of our conversation. Your job is to just be open and to pretend to be a client, whichever client you want to be, a renter, a seller, a buyer, whatever you think is your weakness and you'd like to see it strengthen.
Okay.
And in order to do that, you just need to simply, and I'm going to open my chat. You're going to you can put a fake information in there. I don't care, but I need a first name, a last name, and a telephone number and an email in the chat because I'm going to call my lead.
Okay.
So take your time, and then we're going to get started on that.
Should I put in my information? Would that work?
Yeah. That's cool. It's all
You're
yeah,
gonna
no
call me.
problem. Yeah, this is being recorded and it's gonna be all over, the internet. So if somebody wants to call a fabulous realtor like you're a realtor or another salesperson? What sales you're doing?
I'm a realtor, but I'm a salesperson at heart.
Perfecto. So they could call you Mustafa.
You can put
Because
in dummy, you can also put in dummy information,
Okay,
whatever you feel. Yeah. So just for Paul to have kind of a reference.
sure. Okay.
whatever you want to do, buddy, I don't care. We're gonna test Pablito. Role playing is a good thing to do. You've got to practice. I was talking to a dear friend of mine that I've known for my gosh, probably most of my sales career, 25 years I've known her. And she says, you know what? Oh my gosh, I remember back in the day when you used to study and practice your role playing in front of the camera in the mirror. I would get a camcorder and I would just record myself. We're not seeing anything yet, Mustafa. Are you typing it
Yeah,
down?
I'm tapping. I'm tapping.
Oh, take your time. Take your
Yeah,
time.
no. I'm
Don't
almost there.
rush. Don't rush. So practice makes perfect. And if you're nervous about clients or if you want to improve, then the biggest thing, thank you so much, is
No
for
worries.
you to get practice going. All right. So look in the chat. Everyone can see in the chat. I've got a lead. I got a hot lead, right? I don't know this lead, what they want to do, but I don't even know. I know they're looking at some properties and it's just a name and number. Now, Mustafa, tell me,
Yes.
what kind of lead are you? Are you referred to me by someone? Are you just browsing my website? Or what are you? Give me something hard.
I am just browsing for properties that I would be interested in buying. But at this point of time, I'm just browsing.
Okay, cool. All right, so here we go. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. Ring, 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 ring. You say hello.
Hello.
Hi, good afternoon. Is this Mustafa?
Yes, speaking.
Hey, Mustafa, good afternoon. This is Paul Atkinson. I'm with PRA and Company Realtors. It's a pleasure to meet you. I must say, I truly enjoy your name, Taj. Like Taj Mahal. I don't know. You might be somebody very special, but I don't know. But anyway, I was calling because you wanted some information or you've been seeking some properties in the local area, and I'm here to help you with that. I do have some really good information about the properties. It will take a few minutes. Is this a good time?
Yeah, but I only have 5 minutes, and you know what? I'm just browsing, so nothing. I'm really, you know what? I'm not looking at a particular property, but I'm just browsing.
That's great that you're just browsing. I'm glad to hear that. It's good to know that you're just looking around. And one of the good things I could tell you is thank you. 5 minutes is plenty of time, it's more than enough. You know, Mustafa, by you browsing and looking around on my website right now, you're able to get access to information about properties that are live. And I just wanted to tell you that. And that's a wonderful thing because I take the time to make sure that I'm giving you actual information that is current. For example, I want to commend you. Good job. You're doing great because being on my website versus Zillow or any other thing, and I'm not trying to knock anything, but I want you to know where you are located. You're searching my site right now, and everything on there is available for you. So I want to narrow it down for you because I feel like we're having a nice connection going here. Are you seeing everything on my site that you're wanting to see?
Actually, again, I tell you that you know what? I'm looking at some properties, but like I said, I'm just browsing. I don't know what I'm buying right now.
Okay, got it. Do you know the city that you want to be in at least and the number of bedrooms?
Well, I am looking at the in the Orangeville area, but uh,
Orangeville? Let me
yes,
write that
yes,
down. Orangeville, correct?
yes.
Okay. I want you to know that I recognize you. Orangeville. Okay, got you. So that way I'm just going to make sure my filter only brings Orangeville. Is there any other cities to make sure I don't send you?
No, pretty much I've just started looking. So right now I'm just looking at Orangeville. I do not know whether
Yeah.
I'll be interested in, looking at other, but for now I was, just browsing.
Well, if you want to change
Orangeville.
it, you're going to have my contact information. Just text me and tell me, and I'll change it. So I'm going to do Orangeville. And then what about bedrooms? What do you want? Like, what do you want? Like, if you're browsing, I understand that, but I don't want to send you things that while you're browsing that you don't want to see. What do you?
Yeah, you know what? Pretty much 3 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms,
Yeah, three to
something like
four.
that.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Got it. Anything else?
Um, oh, nice, a little bit of acreage around the property. You know what? A little, open
Lands,
area, maybe suburbs.
suburbs. Oh, this is
Yeah.
good. This is good. Okay, good. Land space. Okay. So I've got 3 to 4 bedrooms. I've got land space, and I've got, like suburbs, right?
Yes, suburbs, but really not far from the city. I want to still be within city limits.
Uh,
Uh,
5 to 10 miles? No. What do you think? 5 to 15?
uh, 5, 10 miles is good. Yeah.
5 to 10 miles. Okay, cool. I got it. Now I'm almost done, and we probably have 2 minutes left, but this is great. What do you need when you're browsing? What do you need to find as far as I know it's you're browsing, but what do you need in order for you to really open up and see the property? What do you need?
You know what, Paul? I still need more time to really think of my needs. I haven't established anything as yet.
Okay. Well, here's what
So,
I'm thinking. Pictures? Are you a guy that want pictures? Videos? What helps you? Should I
you know what?
filter for videos?
You
Videos?
know what? Send me some pictures.
Pictures.
I've registered, so you have my information.
Got it.
Send me some pictures of different areas,
Beautiful.
and then I will. If I see something interesting, then I will get back to you.
Beautiful. Sounds good. I really appreciate your time. And let me tell you this. Let's say I'm able to get all of this for you. How would that make you feel?
Of course, I'll feel very, very good about it.
Nice. I'm glad you feel good. I wrote it down. I want to make you feel good. Thank you, Mustafa. Anything you want to tell me before you go? I have your email as info@tnt.com. Is that where you want the list sent to, or no, you want me to refine it? Continue to send it there?
No, that's fine. Just send it over there. Yes.
All right, wonderful. Anything you want to tell me? I feel really connected to you, man. And thank you so much for taking my call.
Yeah, we can always talk later. I just have to rush now.
All right, go. Have a great day. Call me when you're ready. See you soon.
Thank you, Paul.
Okay, buddy. Cheers.
Bye.
Hang up the phone. Okay, wonderful. Let's critique this. And this is why, Mustafa, you're the first one that gets to critique it, by the way. On the screen,
Hmm.
you're supposed to see some things happen, right? Do you feel that the realtor connected with you in some kind of way? Do you feel like you like the realtor, listen to the realtor, a little bit of trust in whatever way, and you sort of believe in the realtor? LLTB?
Hmm. I would say yes. You know what? I like the way you connected with me. Um, but yeah, I mean, trust has to be there. So it's going to take us some conversations and maybe a few meetings
Yeah.
that really to establish trust. But I appreciated the way you try to connect and talk a little bit and, drive the conversation to basically to the point as to uh, uh, what exactly I was looking for, and am I looking for something? So you basically drove um, this contact to basically, give you some sort of information that would help um, making a more convincing, I would say.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. And helping them, right? Do
exactly, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel that the realtor, the salesperson talking to you, he did he take the time to find out what you want? Do you think he did?
Yes, I
Okay,
do.
right. Because he said to you, you said to him, I want 3 bedrooms or 3 to 4 bedrooms. I want land space. I want suburbs. Right? You said that, right?
Yep.
And he repeated it. He confirmed it.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
that's where the trust started, people. The trust starts there psychologically. It starts there. Confirmation. Mustafa,
True. Very true.
did you feel that the realtor or the salesperson identified and tried to help you to think about need?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, definitely.
right. And he said, you said as the customer, I need time. I need time. That's an important thing for me to understand how to follow up with you. You need time. You're browsing. You're not ready yet. But I
Yes.
have a connection and you need pictures. But I also picked your brain a little bit. I said, well, why am I asking this need? Based on what you've
Yes.
told me, and this is impromptu, it changes all the time. You got to develop this skill set that I'm giving you right now. So now I say to what come to my mind is, hey, well, do you need pictures or do you need a video? Because sometimes, I could filter and say, hey, let me send you stuff with videos. Is it not?
Absolutely. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. Do you feel like the salesperson got to your motivation, like, like your feelings of how you feel in this process? Does anything come up on feeling for you? Do you recall?
Yeah, I could see that you tried to probe information out of me as much as possible.
Mm,
Uh,
yeah,
and within the time frame that I gave you, you tried your best.
absolutely. And you see, motivation starts there when you get the feeling. So now let's dig deep into it. Mustafa, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
No worries, no worries.
Yeah,
My
thank you.
pleasure.
Yeah, I appreciate you. And everybody here will have a chance to get a growth call as we move through the slides. What is the want versus the need? The want is a desire or a wish to see something. That's a wish, okay? The want is they wish, they desire. In this case, this gentleman, Mustafa, said, hey, I want 3 bedrooms, 3 to 4 bedrooms. I want land, I want space, I want suburbs, I want to be no more than 5. That's a want, right? Want. But what is the verse? The need. The need is the necessity. And the need for him at this present moment is about giving him some space and some time and let him see some pictures. So if you could filter for him and he says he wants pictures and you have the option to say, okay, 10 or more pictures, you pick 10 or more pictures because if you send him one picture or two and the man wants to see pictures, it's going to instantly degrade the trust. The psychology of this is profound, profound, but it makes the sales so yummy and easy. Why secure the DBM? People generally buy on emotions. They buy on emotions. They buy from a person or something that they like. So if you don't become that person or thing that they like, chances are they won't buy from you. Great experience makes them become contagious generally when someone taps into their emotions and go through the sales process and it's evoked, they will become contagious for you. What do I mean by that? After the sales process, it is like the best thing ever. They're still radiating over what you've done. They're sitting on the job 5 months later and they're like, somebody says, oh, I'm ready to buy a house. Oh, you should call Mustafa. They're so excited because they're contagious. They're in their blood. You're like, oh, you should go. And it just goes on for years and years upon years upon years. And when you do this to each and every individual, every client that you come on with, you get this 500 database of clients, and the phone rings every Monday and Tuesday, and every day it just rings because people want to be with you. So let's bring it all together. That QR code allows you to get a growth call with me one on one. You want to do that, you're more than welcome. If you don't, that's no problem. You're also fine. You want to follow the steps that will typically lead to closing more clients. When we bring this all together, you follow the steps and it's going to lead you to close more clients. It's going to place you in a position to gain more referrals. Because this whole psychology thing, when you analyze it, and we're going to give you a chance to come and do some feedback on this in a few minutes, you're going to be able to come up to the stage. So start putting your hand up right now, because in the next 5 minutes, you're going to come up and open your mic and speak to me and speak to all of us and tell us, what do you think of what happened? Have you ever seen any kind of training like this before? How does it compare to what you've seen? And is this useful to you or perhaps not? But following the steps that we just did typically lead you to closing more clients. It places you in a position where you gain more referrals, simply bring you more repeat business in life. Following up, it means not being pushy, but it means confirming. And what are you confirming when you follow up? You want to confirm if Mustafa is still interested in 3 to 4 bedrooms. Are you still looking for the land space? I know you've seen a lot. You've browsed a lot now. And last time I spoke to you, are you, the things that I'm sending you, are you still comfortable with that? Or did you change anything? You want me to change anything? That's a follow up. There's steps to it. Because that I've just said to you is the undeniable truth. What is the undeniable truth? The undeniable truth are 3 facts. 3 facts that a client cannot deny. And that's what I teach in my course, the 90-Day Business Accelerator. 3 facts that the client cannot deny. But I can't go deep into those facts. But I can tell you that you must know psychologically to follow up and confirm 3 facts. How about that? Seeking feedback. So you'll ask them, hey, Mustafa, how's it going? I'm sending you properties. How's everything going? You're following up. You're seeing how things are. And you start to build some rapport even stronger. How was your day? I know last time I spoke to you, I only had 5 minutes. Do you have more time today? Yeah, I've got about 15 minutes, Paul. Yeah, Paul, I'm driving. I've got all the time I need. Then that's like feedback that you can use. You seek that feedback so you could use it to build a rapport, because that's your objective. Giving them feedback. I've been working hard at finding what you're wanting to see, and I just want you to know that it's my intention to make sure that you feel happy throughout this whole process. Run that emotion on them. Influence. You want to influence your client to achieve their goals. Influence them to achieve their goals. What does that mean? Influence has 2 main elements. You inspire the client and you educate the client. When you have done these 2 things, inspire and educate an individual psychologically, they get into a pattern or position of being influenced by your actions, thoughts, and behaviors. Very interesting. So, what is your learning today? These are the steps. We said to you, connect. After you connect, get their want. After you get their want, get their need. After you get their need, get their DBM, dominant buying motive. And then you follow up accordingly. Some people might want you might need to follow up. I got a lead that called in this morning, a lady named Miss Nita. She has to move very quickly. And I'm grateful for the opportunity. I passed it on to one of the agents, but I talked to her for a little bit and I gave them some instructions to make sure she's good to go. And we're gonna need to follow up with her this evening because she's got to move. They sold her place. She's ready to go and she's got everything. She just needs the right product. So follow up. Or you might talk to someone and they say, well, you know what? Let's listen. I just talked to another seller today and he says, I took some notes. He says, Paul, we're going to be cleaning it up and we want to list it in May. So I know that, you know what? I'll follow up with him, maybe in 3 weeks or so. I give it some time. It's a new listing coming. And then you repeat the process. So these are the steps that you must learn and must do. So our final thoughts and our Q&A. Discovering why finding and understanding your client's motivation is so important. But I always feel that failing to connect is a bad start. I always feel that if I don't ask myself, how will I transform and achieve this 5 steps or 4 steps or 3 steps or this little process of connecting want, need, DBM, that I would just not be able to convert and increase my conversion ratio. That's what I feel. What do you feel? It's time for you now to practice and to do all of this. So come and tell me, what is it that you have learned today, Mustafa? Mustafa, you have the first open mic, my friend. What is your takeaway? If there's anything, what did you take away from today's session?
Well, my thought was that, you know what, as a salesperson, you try to connect. You were calm, you were not pushy, you gave me the time, and you pointed certain questions that would basically let me talk about my wants. And you wanted to basically try to basically make a report out of this conversation. You wanted me to feel very comfortable with you. So that's what I feel with this telephonic conversation that we had.
Very nice. Thank you so much. And that's important. And that is the protocol that you should all seek for, is to be able to connect with that client, whether it's a buyer, and, feel inspired right now and know that you could do this over the phone. So I did it over the phone, didn't I? We were like this. Me and Mustafa was like this. Hello? Hello? Imagine if I was in front of him. Their body language would come into play. There was a handshake. There would be eye-to-eye contact. There would be front facing, belly to belly. It would be great. It would be great. So, who else have feedback for us? Tell us.
If you want to chat in or maybe raise your hand to give the feedback, I'm going to give you the ability to talk.
Yeah, you could drop it in the chat if you want. Okay, 5 minutes too. In 5 minutes too. Sharon says something in 5 minutes too. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, it was during when you were discussing, when Mustafa was discussing your call, and she said you managed to do all of that in 5 minutes.
Oh, okay,
So,
okay. Oh, yeah. Sharon, how have you been? I know we've done some work with you in the past, and good to see you here again. Wonderful. Welcome.
Sharon, I'm gonna give you the ability to talk if you want to say something.
Fine. Still with Parkway, still with Danielle.
Yay!
I know. Still trying to move and groove. You were just so good for me.
Thank
So
you so much.
helpful.
Thank you so much. I know we did some one-on-one work, and that's wonderful and great to see you here. And what do you think about what you know about these techniques? Do you feel that they're valuable or invaluable? And if they're valuable, why? Why they're valuable?
So it's always valuable to make a connection with somebody because that connection makes trust, builds trust.
Yeah.
And you need to build trust before you can work with somebody.
Absolutely.
And not be pushy. You're absolutely right. Because the pushy is that's when they'll call you the car salesman.
Of course. And you won't get any repeat business.
No.
So true. It's all about the psychology. But one of the biggest thing I think I'd like to echo on what Sharon is saying is that when you make a strong connection with a client and you discover their want and their need and their DBM, and you confirm it with them, and they know, and you know, they know, it's like this bonding that's out of this world.
Yeah.
Interesting. But
No,
yet,
it's so true. And they'll open up more to you and tell you more if they trust you more.
Yeah.
And then they'll tell you where they want to be and they'll feel freer.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, circle back to Mustafa. Let's look at the psychology on this if you want me to test it. Mustafa, open your mic. Think about it. When you were being the client, you started out by saying, I'm just browsing. I am just browsing. You remember you said that so many, I'm just browsing. In your mind, as the client, you didn't want to be bothered. You just wanted to be you was hoping the sales guy would say, okay, have a good day. Let me know if you see something.
No, you have to be inquisitive. You have to put your time. You know what? Some I'm getting some of the leads now, and the clients basically most of them are not giving us even the right number. So you know what? More and more we are talking on I guess text.
Yeah.
Sorry, on email, and
Email.
they basically don't respond. They just want to browse. At least, Paul, you got me as somebody who talked to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
again, I understand that you do not get leads, all the leads that would talk to you, but whoever, you did a great job by basically making them feel comfortable
Right.
and, pinpointing them to a direction where they would initiate a longer conversation with you. You
Yeah.
try to make them comfortable. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you know what? You just brought up a really good point. Uh, Mustafa, when
Yes.
you're getting the leads that don't have a phone number, you could still continue, you could use this protocol of connecting with them, by simply, here's some techniques, what you could do, and I'll be real quick about it. You
Sure.
see lead and they're browsing and they're looking in Orangeville area. You know the area they're looking at, and you know that they are looking at these 3 to 4 bedrooms, price ranges between 700 and a million. You could email them because that's all you have. And you say with a warm greeting, just like you're talking to them on the phone, but it's a one-way communication at that point. Hey, Mustafa, how are you? Hope you're having a great day. I already have set up the Orangeville search for you, the 3 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. Is there anything else you want me to change or add? Hope you have a great day. Call, text me, 954-461-1786. And that's a
Yes.
great,
Yep.
you see,
Yes.
keep it sweet.
And always spit back what they say to you.
Yeah, keep it sweet. Look at what you can get from them. Their name, I said I liked your name, Taj Mahal. The guy might be a millionaire, and Taj Mahal. So find something and do it by email as well. Please continue.
We'll
Anybody
do
else
that.
want to give, come up, Sharon Mustafa is here to give us the feedback. Anybody else? All
I
right.
want to give I want to give some feedback.
Yeah. Go ahead,
I
Lisa.
just I just want to remind everybody here that the goal of all these calls you make, especially if it's the first call you make, the initial call, is not really to sell them right away something, but just to understand their situation. And if they want to browse for now, that's completely fine. And I think this role play which Paul did with Mustafa really demonstrated uh, the situation in which most of the leads are when they're hit your dashboard. And it's really important that we have these conversations and that we try to find, as Paul did, a way to connect and to do that throughout the follow-up. So uh, the reason why they might not be so super interested in talking to you is because real estate is not something urgent and they need to take care about now. But if you continue having such conversations with your prospects, as Paul did with Mustafa, to free more conversation through the follow-up, you're gonna slowly get there. So, and this is something I really like to emphasize always, that lead conversion is can be a long process, especially with buyers. So this
No
is some
doubt.
of the takeaway you reminded me of when we train our clients and give them feedback and everything.
Yes. And I'll add to that too, Bianca. To be honest, be honest with you and always be honest with you. I don't know why people say that. People say that. I'm gonna be honest with you. You should always be honest with me. I'm just kidding. To be straightforward and to inspire you. I want you to know this. When I started the real estate firm, PRN Company Realtors, it was 2013, and I had a consultation with some big people and blah, blah, blah. And they said, Paul, to build this firm, you're going to need to do data mining. Data mining? I was like, what is data mining? Now, here it is 13 years later. Guess how much people we have in our database? 17,000 buyers, sellers, renters. Data mining.
Wow.
Yes, I could show it to you. If this was a coaching call, I would log in and show you, but I'm not going to do that. 17,000. Of that 17,000, there's an average browsing of 2,000 people a month. So at any given month, we have every month, month after month after month, there's like 1,500 to 2,000 browsers active. So does my staff hound them? Hey, come on, you're going to buy right now. Let's go. No, no. We welcome them into the store, Mustafa. Let them browse around. The yellow shirts over there, and the sneakers are over here if you'd like some. And then the underwear is right in the back. Tell them where to find stuff in your store. And that is
Yes.
all there is to it. And then when they're ready, they're going to like you. Guess what? Booms, they're going to come to you. I've been looking at your properties, Paul, that you've been sending me for 3 months now, for 1 year now, for 2 years now. I'm ready to buy. Okay. You know why? If you follow this protocol, you're going to make it? Because 95% of us realtors are not doing that. 95%. So if you could make a principle or a protocol for you to do that behavior, you're going to roll in the money. You're going to roll in the business. And that's the way to go. So follow up on the leads, every lead count, and never, ever delete a contact. I had a business partner once. He told one of our agents, and he said to the agent, "Oh, if that lead is not responding, just delete it." You mud? Are you crazy? Don't you ever delete a name unless they say to you, "Listen, you know what? Please delete me out of your system. I don't want nothing." But if they say, "No, not at this time," it means that it's not 2026, but it could be 2027.
Exactly.
And in our business, even in 2027, $10,000, $15,000 is still good money, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Well, closing remarks. I just want to tell you guys, I'll share the screen again. What you talked about today was how to find a motivation in your clients. We discovered that through this making a connection with them, getting their want, getting their need, getting their DBM, and actually knowing how to follow up from all of that. And that's what today was about. I'm always grateful to come and talk to you guys. This is being recorded and stored in our archives, so you always have it. Bianca, I'd like to give an invitation. If you talk to your crew and my crew, and we want to go live on my global real estate coaching, which has thousands of people, there are salespeople, we can do this. I don't mind if we can facilitate that on the live end on this side of the pond. If not, it's also okay. We recognize that. Okay.
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, sure. That's completely, from my end, that's completely fine. I just have to check with everybody else, like if they're okay with that. Because we also have Dale, for example, running this on his platform. So if you want to run this on your platform, that's also completely fine.
Wonderful. Perfecto. Cool. All right. Anything else, Sharon or Mustafa, that you'd like to say, or anyone else in the chat?
No, I just needed a refresh from you.
All right. Well, book a call. There's the QR code. Book a call, and I'll see you in the session. If you like, you can always reach out to me. You have my number.
I do.
Perfecto. It's a pleasure. Mustafa, thank you for your time and your efforts today. You're amazing.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you. It was my pleasure. And it was refreshing talking to you. I appreciate what you bring to the table. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have an amazing day. Good luck with the leads. Bianca, the floor is yours. Close us out. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks everyone. We'll be reaching out to everyone. We'll be sending an email very, very shortly about Paul's next webinar sessions and if they're going to be again like this on Zoom or maybe live on YouTube. So we're going to discuss that and watch out in your inbox for his next webinar.
Awesome. Thank you. Until next time, everyone, take care. Go get some deals done, huh?
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.